That was India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi making an announcement that the rupees 500 and 1000 notes cease to be legal tender from midnight, that is tonight. The Prime Minister says for the next 50 days, up until December 30th, 2016, Indians can deposit their old notes of 500 and 1000 in post offices and banks. He said these notes should be exchanged in banks and post offices within that stipulated time period. We are, of course, going to talk more about that developing story. Chaiti Narula, my colleague, joins us for more. Chaiti, put this all in perspective for our viewers who are joining us right now. 500 and 1000 rupee notes no longer legal tender.
You know, Aisha, you said it right. In the next 50 days, you can go to the bank or you can go to the post office and return all your 500 and 1000 rupee notes as well. Or you can submit a written affidavit, really, that is before year end. Now, this is all to discourage the illegal and parallel market that is going on in terms of the black market, in terms of money, and to discourage these kind of cash transactions. Now, you know, the PM has been talking about Digital India. He's been talking about financial inclusion for the longest time, and remember, this is the first step in that direction of him living up to this promise of evaporating and getting rid of all the black money which is existing in the Indian market. Now, what is going to happen is people who own black money will be forced to store it in an electronic format. This will give the government an idea of how much black money is floating in, and people would really not go ahead and really put it on record as well as to how much black money is with them, which also effectively means that the black money will get wiped out from the economy, really. Now, this is a move in the right direction to remove the parallel fake currency market that has been long-standing in India for the longest time, really. I believe we're also joined with an economist who's giving us a perspective on this. So if Suyash is online with us, we can have a chat.
Yeah.
Suyash, are you with us?
Yeah.
Suyash, now the PM has just declared that 500 and 1000 rupee notes are getting eradicated from the market. You can go to the post office, you can go to the bank and submit them. And of course, you know, this is a move which is coming in the right direction, isn't it?
Yes, that's correct. It's a very dramatic move, and I think it's a very right move because the cash-based parallel economy that we have is directly targeted by this. So initially, it may cause some kind of a concern or pain for many people because it's an inconvenient format. But if we see this government's policy right from the beginning, whether it's you know, the Jan Dhan Yojana or the Digital India, so the whole move is to ensure that people come on board, people come on a reported transaction format, because only when that happens you can actually cover people on the tax net. If you know, only 2% of people pay tax as of now, the direct taxes that we're talking about. So this is a step in the right direction, and it's definitely gonna, you know, affect the black money in the right place, but it may cause some inconvenience in the beginning.
But the entire fake currency parallel market that exists in India is likely to get wiped out with this one move of PM Narendra Modi, isn't it?
Definitely. It's a very bold move, and it's a step in the right direction, and I think it will solve the problem that we are talking about of, you know, unreported transactions and all that. Because essentially, if I stop allowing you to carry 500 and 1000 rupees, it becomes very inconvenient to store money in high value money in cash-based format. So
right.
It's a step in the right direction.
The PM has been talking about the financial inclusion and making India digital as well. One step in the right direction with this move coming in?
In fact, this closes the entire loop in terms of when he first came in power, he said Digital India, so he empowered people to, you know, transact and ask the banks to also, you know, invest in IT. Then he spoke about Jan Dhan, where he said reach the unreachable. So those people who never had access to bank, he brought them on the banking network. And now this is the final, you know, nail in the coffin where the entire black money market would be, you know, targeted by, you know, not allowing people to carry high value, you know, notes. So in a way, you are forcing people to also, you know, go into a reported format mode. So it's a very nicely done in a very nice way where time is also given. And many people are criticizing the Jan Dhan Yojana in terms of the banks, how they were forced. But I think the Prime Minister has very thoughtfully done it in a timely manner. And this is a very bold move, I must say. But it's definitely going to solve the problem which our country is facing for last 60, 70 years of the parallel economy, cash-based parallel economy.
Absolutely, very well said, Suyash and Aisha. Just to add to what Suyash just said, it's going to discourage Indians from making these cash transactions, and a lot of money transactions that we will see in the overall economy will be turned into white transactions. So an absolutely good breather coming in there from the central government, and a move definitely in the right direction. And all the analysts that I'm speaking to are in absolute agreement to this as well. And over to you in the studio.
Right, Chaiti. Thanks so much for having that conversation with Suyash and putting it all in perspective for us. Clearly, Prime Minister Modi knows how to stay in the news even when it is election day in the United States. On that note, we're going to take a quick break. We come back to talk more about US and Pakistan relations. Stay with us.